Best of ones, MR12, lose a pistol, couple of nightmare clutches fall awry. There's definitely a world where Mongols could win this one.
Curious to see if NaVi have a bit of an understanding. I mean, they also have the benefit of having to watch Mongols a lot, right? Like, they have, you know, the entire last stage to look through. If they know anything, they're going to know that Techno loves to push. He's very aggressive. Maybe they could exploit that. We're going to find out right now. We're heading into the game. NaVi going to be starting on the CT side, Mongols on the T side as we open up the next stage of the major. And they are looking to push straight into an A attack with 3 people here. Actually, never mind that. 4 people defending it on the NaVi side.
Him up. He's tucked away on the bomb side. We've got Wonderful in towards the dark spot. It's getting a little bit overwhelming though. mzinho opened things up. There's absolute chaos on the bomb side right now. Back and forth we go. 3-on-2 advantage in favor of the Mongols. No bomb planted yet. Jo and Alexi B locked out of the side itself. Very efficient smokes. There's a C4 down in default. Incendiary deployed, Anders. That's going to flush one of the players out. bLitz goes down, and now the retake is on. Plenty of time to find these kills, but it's still so difficult to connect.
Yes, it is. They're very low on health, but Alexi, he has to volunteer himself into a crossfire. He swings wide, but Sensu will take him down. And Mongols to win the pistol. And like we said, best of one. These pistol rounds are critical to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there we have it. Good job. It was not the cleanest pistol. I don't think anyone will be too happy about it. But you can see the execution, an old classic. Smoke down towards the jungle side and the steps. Flashes over. Incendiary on the retake as well. Didn't see that coming, but it wasn't quite enough. It will be Mongols picking up a pistol. And it looks to be a full eco for NaVi as they enter the second round on their CT campaign. We have got a Zeus and Bit with some Julies here. AK-47 for Senzu. And for now, a moment's respite, Anders. The last round was a bit chaotic.
If anyone was going to buy a Suzu, it would be JL, wouldn't it? He is a bit of a joker in that sense.
Yeah, it's $200. Get no kill reward for it. You move a bit like a tank. You kind of just have to tuck yourself in and hope for the best.
Yeah, you can't jump off the ladder and get some speed with it? I've never tried it.
Yeah, I guess you probably could.
I don't know how slow you are, but the rest of them are stacked up. Even with some dualies on Bit. It's interesting seeing the dualies over something like a Deagle, but I guess you want to retain a little bit more. mzinho aware that there could be some danger, and he's going to handle it just fine. Nice for him to get some early kills here. I mean, it's a brand new opponent. We know how strong he could be, but just seeing him land some shots, even if it's just in a pistol round or just against pistols like this one, doesn't have a huge impact, but it still will add to the confidence. That's a really good cleanup round. They lose 1 player.
Yeah, that will do nicely. No problems, really. We are going to see NaVi pull out the guns now. The M4s across the board. Won't be able to bring out the AWP just yet in the hands of Wonderful. He's pretty proficient with the rifles himself. Bare bones in terms of utility. They get the absolute necessities, the smokes, a couple of incendiaries if they can manage. You can see most of the players opting for a Kevlar setup, no helmet. So against this Galils, that could become a bit of an issue for them. Smoke down towards window. Wonderful just going to be deploying some incendiary towards the top of those boxes, denying access on the cross.
I think that's an important detail, you know, just to point out again for anyone that's brand new to watching the game. If you don't have that helmet on the Kevlar vest, then suddenly the Galils, the 2 of them, one on mzinho, one on 910 there, they're going to be one-shot headshots, just like the AK-47. So, yeah, you save a little bit of money, but it comes at a cost. 3rd round here. And the bomb drop back in T-spawn, always an indication that it's more of a default. They're out looking for information there on the Mongolian side. They want to see if they get something for free here early on for NaVi. Maybe they'd be pushing top mid, but NaVi are holding really passively at the moment.
You can see just putting the brakes on a little bit here. The CTs have been drained of resources. They've got 1 smoke remaining and a flashbang. So now their hand's been forced almost. They're going to have to go for some sort of push, some sort of play, and JL, the boost towards short works very nicely. Immo will find the second frag for NaVi as well. They've got themselves a 5 versus 3. Should be a done deal at this point. Mongols probably know it. Their objective now, try and make the round at least costly for the CTs. They've got 3 players coming in towards A. Bit wants to make sure he stays alive. They cover his teammates to rotate in before he fully commits.
A lot of utility on the Mongol side, so maybe they could sort of bomb out the back of the bomb site and try and get the bomb planted, at least get that little bit of bonus. It's been made very, very difficult because NaVi are pushing aggressively. They'll only lose bit in this round. Start to upgrade into some AK-47s. That is a really nice round out of NaVi. But also, I forgot to say, I think a bit of a mistake there for bLitz, standing around in the middle. It's not like there was a Molotov or a smoke up on that side to do anything. He was very exposed the whole time.
They just had no idea that would be a possibility. But looks at things there. Imma ducking and weaving around connector. Clean round from NaVi. First gun round is theirs. It's a very important one as well. It's always a difficult round to win when you're going for that force buy on the third on the CT side. But they've done a great job. And it's okay for Mongols there. They've got one more by themselves. And this is a pocket strat. We're doing a full A execution out of spawn. Money's a little bit tight. They've got Galil's Tech 9s here. So this is an old classic. Tried and tested across the years. Full execute. In you go. Try and find the opening frags. And bLitz, he certainly can. Breaches the A bomb side, no problem with that Galil, and it's a 5-on-3. Round might be over already.
Yeah, it's very tricky for NaVi right now. If they make the call to try and go for this one and they lose it, it's really going to cost them. They've not established a really strong economy yet at all. Obviously, it's not even possible to do that, and they are going to be walking away. bLitz.
There must have been some sort of fumble there. How does he get out so cleanly? No one's even took any damage there. So they threw the incendiary down towards the palace position, but it must have been bLitz coming out of the ramp, I assume, because that was just perfect. No damage received, upgrading their rifles. That's a stellar round for the Mongols. They're going to go 3-1 here in the best of one. Thankfully, NaVi do save quite a lot, though. This is the correct call, of course, with 2 entry frags going against you. You've got no choice but to save what you have left. There's the majority of their utility, 2 rifles and an SMG. Not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Oh, so okay, bLitz came out of the palace itself, so he just actually extinguished it. They were assuming there would be no way that would be a thing.
And he saw the player towards the stairs before that smoke went down, so he actually knew exactly where to swing for the next one.
Wow.
But this should be the core of the strength for Mongols. Their mechanics are so insane. Obviously, mzinho's taken up a lot of the spotlight, but the rest of them are still really powerful. Try and shock NaVi at the start of this one. I don't think they have to make it too complicated. I think they have to try and find a way to fight NaVi here. They might get a chance in the middle.
Good nades towards Imma, and that would dissuade him from pushing towards top of middle. He was thinking about it for a second, but yeah, I think that's the better call. Taking down to 50 HP, just conditioning him. As Mongols remind that he tries to push middle, they'll be ready for it. JL, though, he's still up for it. He's probing towards short, seeing what's available to him. Defensive smoke to allow them to look towards the underpass from connector. Or at least suggest that's what they might be doing. And we're going in towards the B apartments here. Techno and bLitz exploring their options, seeing what's available. Is anyone going to push back? See, there's a new technique here for jump spotting Palace.
Yeah, Alexi just gonna get a little workout doing this, isn't he? Doesn't have the Molotov, but he does have a smoke if anything goes really horribly wrong. He'd probably pop that down in front of himself and try to make it real hard to hunt him down. 45 seconds. It's okay, it's not a big deal yet, but give it another 10 seconds and I'm gonna start to get a little bit worried. All right, swing into the middle. They thought they had the timing, NaVi, but they absolutely did not.
Wow. Mongols just offering up enough rope for NaVi to hang themselves, but the looks of things they're waiting for them to swing out, but JL picking up the pieces here. Can't quite convert the hat-trick, but he has given them a fighting chance. Now the Alexi B, MP9 that does find the equalizing kill. 2-on-2.
15 seconds.
Yeah, you're right.
And they need to move. They can't slow down any longer. That's the round done. bLitz goes down, and there is nothing Techno could do to win this round any longer. He could try and make it a little bit more expensive, but they're just so far away.
Oh, dear.
Alexi will take him down. That's a slip up there for Mongols. There's no question.
Yeah, massive one.
And also, I mean, Rob, fair play to JL. That's also a very good near triple kill for him.
See that frustration at the 5-on-3 that it doesn't work out for them. JL willing to take the aggressive angle on short, converts 2 kills, sets up Alexi B with that MP9. And all of a sudden, it all goes wrong. The bomb's down. Pick comes through the window. Very well handled there. Huge round. JL knows it as well. That's a recovery of sorts. As we get into round number 6. No ecos yet. 3-2 in favor of Mongols in the first half. This best of one. Massive nade at the start of the round, but it's not going to stop Senzu. Imma finally will, though. And another frag from JL. Aggressive, of course, towards short. Should be a frag for Wonderful, the AWP. This is very convincing now as NaVi are getting into 5th gear. Clean sweep. 3-3 overall.
if you're supporting the Mongols on this one, that round should make you really scared. The way that JL ran into that fight, Techno had heard it. He'd heard the footsteps. He knew somebody's coming, but the run-and-gun potential of that M4A1 when you're that close is very, very hard to stop. I mean, you could tell JL is absolutely feeling it right now. In terms of kills, it's not completely off the charts, but it's early in the game. But
so
that's huge.
We've got the Royal Flush set up on NaVi. That's 4 AK-47s, an AWP. This is like the strongest stance you can have in CS2, quite frankly. And they're up against Glocks, no Kevlar. So the objective for the Mongols here is to try and get the bomb down in towards the B bomb site, try and bolster the economy going into that next round. Alexi B, he knows this is the potential. He'll be playing quite defensively at this point, but he has got himself flashed. Back up from JL. They could get us somewhat overwhelmed here. There's a chance for a plant.
Very well handled from Alexi. Obviously a very smart player, so no surprise. Doesn't try and take the fight initially, knows he has to just stay alive. The only thing I think that could really mess up that round is if Alexi dies with the AK, and they give it over. So he's just trying to play for time as much as he possibly can. No bomb plant either.
Let's see if this momentum continues for NaVi in terms of the individual prowess. They are ticking all the boxes right now.
I think the shock and awe part of this is done with, right? If you were going to come in for Mongols and say, we just have to win this best of one, let's blow it out the water of the game. NaVi have already asserted themselves and said, that's not going to be possible. We're not just going to roll over like that. So now, what's the deeper layer here? And we still, like, mzinho's had some good rounds, but it hasn't been the completely, like, wipe-out performance that we saw in some of the earlier games. They either need him or they need to show that they have a deeper level to deal with this, because NaVi are going to be good on the T side too.
Oh, absolutely. NaVi take the lead now, 4-3 on their CT campaign. It's one of their specialist maps. Wonderful, the AWP. 2 kills, 3 deaths. JL with the majority of the frags so far, up at 7. So what have we got next? Looks to be a default setup here. The standard smokes towards window and short. JL will tuck himself in. That's a fortunate kill, it has to be said. Not so fortunate for Mr. Wonderful, though. He will convert it on the second. Back to a 4-on-4. Incendiary from JL, just trying to stifle the terrorists towards top and middle. And mzinho will be finding a little gap there. Finds the AWP.
Yeah, Wonderful's going to be mad about the timing. He was thinking about it.
Wow.
Oh, and he gets one more headshot. It's so ridiculous. We just asked for it. And here he is. 3 kills to enter the bomb site where he has wiped out the defense.
Oh, he's so slick with it as well. You see, like, as he's moving the bomb site, his hands is off the mouse. It's like, yep, everyone's dead. Come over, round's done. And there we have it. mzinho, hungry for more. Single-handedly carried the Mongols through round number 8 here. Alexi B, don't call this one necessarily over. He can find his first kill and potentially deny the plant as well. It was there for the taking. Techno will close the round down, but it was mzinho with the hat trick from hell in that palace position, playing like an absolute king.
That's so unlikely. That's the kind of impact you only see from someone who is a potential superstar player, right? Because that's a round that's almost impossible to convert at that point in time, and he just walks into it like it is absolutely nothing. What a sickening little triple for him.
Yeah, very nice indeed. More of that, please. As this best of one continues to heat up here. Felt like Mongols were simmering down, but a stern reminder that they are incredibly skilled and difficult to play against. They've got tenacity, and they've also tied things up here. 4-4. Sounds like we might be having a tactical timeout. Maybe not. Back into the action. Hasn't been many ecos so far. Just one for Mongols when they went to that B-side rush. Plenty of rounds left. As we enter number 9 here. Money's still pretty decent. Wonderful has the AWP. Same story for 9-10.
I think that round, that's got to put a little bit of respect for the Mongols in NaVi. They got to think, okay, hold on. We were cruising through some of these rounds and we're looking a little bit easy. But that kind of display, that's going to make you wake up if you're on the NaVi side and think, all right, that's actually horrifying. Another attempt at mid-control coming in here for the Mongols. They're going to try and see if they can pincer this middle part of the map from the underpass. With bLitz and Techno coming through this way, and the other 3 are going to be making their way up the top mid. Now we have a couple of people nearby, but they're not really necessarily fighting for it yet. They just want to kill and then to fall a little bit further back.
Decent mid-control taken from Mongols here. All 5 players in this area. They've removed vision from the window, the connector. It's JL, though, has been a thorn in their side. Seems to win these fights more often than not. Another opening kill, but bLitz will respond in kind. 4 and 4, and they're going to choose their avenue of approach towards that connector. Going to wait for the smoke to dissipate, but Wonderful, watching it like a hawk, will take the man advantage.
He's looking warmed up himself. He hasn't had that many opportunities to flex the AWP, but see those shots and makes you think, all right, there's a real potential here. bLitz going to get the shot, and that's mzinho taken down. Now just 2 people left on the Mongol side. So NaVi, even after that cracking round just before from mzinho, it's still not quite enough here. NaVi are still not that impressed. They're going to be able to get through this round, only losing Imma. They're starting to build an economy. They're getting the rounds on the board. I mean, they're doing all of the work that you expect out of a team like NaVi.
Oh, yeah. They're looking like the better overall squad right now. Bear in mind that they lost the pistol as well. They were down 0-2.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of rounds where individuals have just shone very brightly for the Mongols. mzinho from the Palace position. I feel like NaVi are in a comfortable spot right now. Looks like they're decent to win the half at the very least, because there's another eco on the cards here. Round number 10 will spell a bit of a disaster for the Mongols. They've got no Kevlar and 4 players. bLitz has got himself Deagle armor as they send 4 towards the underpass here. In terms of utility, nothing to write home about. Nothing available to them. So just going to be hoping the CT show a little bit too much aggression here. Imma will be given the task of holding the connector, and he might get a few frags coming his way momentarily. Oh, this nade is brutal. They've got no armor. Oh, God! It's a disaster in the underpass. 3 kills found. He couldn't have done more damage with that grenade if he tried, I think. As, yeah, get it done. Get him out of here. 6 rounds on the board for NaVi. They've at least confirmed 50% of the half in their favor.
Yeah, that was well timed. Not that I think they really had a lot of a chance anyway on the Mongol side, but, you know, like you said, you're hoping for a big mistake, and instead you get a giant grenade that just lands on you. NaVi look really locked in right now. I've got to say, they look not stressed at all. Everyone is doing work. Wonderful's hitting shots with the AWP. JL's out there looking very, very flexible at the moment. There's not really that much to criticize.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair assessment of the situation so far. We'll have a look if they've got anything left to say. Couple more rounds to go, Anders. I'd say they need at least one of them. Starting to shrink somewhat out there. Eco, a little bit demoralizing. Take about 180 damage of a grenade, mowed down by Imma. So, penultimate round. AKs across the board. No 9-10 AWP, but doesn't necessarily have much success on Mirage so far, though, so maybe better off with the AK.
Yeah, I think that's not necessarily a big deal. I agree. AWPing on Mirage, it's a weird experience for a lot of people. Deep Molotov there. Oh, but Imma's snuck through the smoke, and he will get the 1 kill. But bLitz is pretty quick to take it back, so 4 versus 4. The bomb making its way through the A Palace. They want to try and see if they can get out here and surprise bit. He's got the AK, though, which doesn't even matter.
Here he comes.
mzinho's back at it again. He wants more. He's swinging wide for it. At that range, the AWP should have the advantage. He's still going, moving forward, wants to take the fight against Alexi, who's here in CT spawn. Is he going to get a flash in? Yeah, he did, but he didn't want to go for it. I think it's the health that's kind of keeping him back a little bit. He's still good for the shot anyway. Alexi goes down, and the round is won by Mongols. Here you can see Wonderful and JL are already walking away.
Good stuff there. It's the Mongols once again punishing that Palace position. A lot of mid-control presented. CT's attention focused in that area, and then mzinho used that opportunity to creep out of the Palace itself, find himself a couple of impactful frags. JL just trying to keep things expensive here, lock them in towards the bomb site, go down with a blast essentially, but it's going to be Senzu. That sends him packing. AWP for Wonderful will remain. Final round coming up next. It's 6-5 as Mongols pull one back. Money should be absolutely fine for NaVi, I would assume. A 5 on the T side, pretty decent. They'll start it here, and we set a lot of attention, focus towards middle. That's a beautiful shot. Took an Alexi B in spawn as well. And Senzu just finding JL.
I think between evenly matched teams, 5 rounds actually really impressive on the T side. And for Mongols, I mean, it's good, but the upset might need more than that. Again, I think NaVi are going to be good on their own T side. Winning the 6th round here would be huge for them. And look at this, they're trying to pin to the bomb site. Quick, JL, the only one that can stop him, and my God, he can! 2 big headshots, pulls it out, 6 bullets left, he gets mzinho as well!
Absolutely massive from JL, the king of the short. We are going to see now bLitz answer back. Is there anything left to be said? Apparently not. It's going to be a very convincing half in the end for NaVi. 7-5, Anders. If JL mows them down.
Even if he dies after the double, they're going to be in a 4 versus 3. They're going to get a bomb planted. It's a really winnable round for the Mongols, but JL went above and beyond. He had 6 bullets to get that 3rd kill, and he still managed to get it somehow. Very well done. NaVi with a bit of a lead going into the 2nd half here.
Yeah, what a way to close things out as well. That 3rd kill, beautiful. Bit mowing them down through the smoke as well. LXCB to close things out. 7-5. See if they can keep it up. Pistol round eluded them in the 1st half. See if they can pick this one up in the 2nd. We'll have a look at the buy as it comes through. We've got 1 smoke. That's for Immer, a flashbang as well. A couple of smokes. LXCB will join them. So they're facing towards the B side of the map. So you can smoke off B short with 1 smoke now. You could just be smoking the kitchen window down towards the pillars as well. Flash over, and we'll see if that's what they've got in mind. They're sending everyone in towards the B apartment. So I'm assuming that's what's going to be happening here.
Look at the Mongols. There's nobody at the A bomb site.
Oh, this is some sort of weird anti-strat then.
They have to, right? There's no way you would do this otherwise. And I wonder if that little bit, they spot Imam, is that going to give them the information they needed? He's a little bit tagged up. They have enough people on this side, although some of them are starting to gravitate back towards the connector, so they're a little bit further away once again. If they'd rushed straight here, NaVi, they would have been running into an army of people. Mongols are keeping with it, though. They must have done some sort of homework.
So we've still got the utility available. They're going to continue with their approach towards B. They don't have much information elsewhere. They're running out of time, so what's the final play? Towards underpass, just waiting for any inquisitive CTs elsewhere. But yeah, as I mentioned, B execution looking likely. I expect 1 smoke short, 1 towards window. Flashes over, deep breath, in they go, but there are 3 CTs ready and waiting.
Yeah, here we go. Very deep smoke. Oh, wonderful. Those are some cracking opening shots. He's going to get a 3rd one, taking down 9-10. What more do you need? They had the stack ready. They knew what was coming, the Mongols, but they could not stop Wonderful. It's bLitz from mzinho. Chance of retaking this one near 0, but makes it a little bit better now that bLitz hit that one. Trying to find the headshot, but he just can't do it. Yeah, Wonderful. Going for it. Immer's going to deny it at the end, but still, he did everything and then some.
Very nice, even with a B stack there. A bit of a wacky round there, Anders. The anti-strap for sure. No one on the A bomb side. They had mid-controlled, 3 CTs ready and waiting for that execution. The smokes we expected were delivered, and Wonderful manages to absolutely destroy them with the Glock. It's probably his best sequence so far. Great way to kick things off in the 2nd half here. Didn't quite get the ace, but we'll forgive him. It was a lovely round. It's got to be the full eco now for the Mongols, who are in a very tricky position going forward here. It's going to be 9-5, pretty much guaranteed. Not much invested here. We've got a Deagle for bLitz. Senzu with the old Zeus in towards the Palace. And we're off into round number 14. Anything they can do.
You can see the lead is really starting to build here for NaVi, right? Yeah. They're probably going to get up to 9 here. I don't see NaVi looking back much from this. And again, I think this is where Alexi does a lot of his really great work on these T sides. I feel like NaVi have made their way through the era of uncertainty when Alexi was just joining the squad as an in-game leader, and it was kind of hard to know what was going to happen. I feel like now they've managed to wrap it all up, and it's an interesting fusion as well. Alexi with Blade. Maybe we haven't even seen the full potential there. It wasn't even the Zeus. He just pulled out the USP and managed to get the kill there. Only a Galil that he's able to steal. They're still coming for him. I don't know if Senzu... I was going to say, yeah, run the bomb back. Just, you're probably going to win this fight against Senzu anyway, but why leave it up to chance? Why not make it 100% and just plant the bomb? That's an MP5.
You don't see many of those these days, Anders.
You really don't. I feel bad. I still feel bad about this because we were haunting Valve for years, saying, can we have the MP5 back? We all loved it in 1.6. Then they gave it to us. Nobody used it.
In 1.6, they used the M4, the AK, and the Desert Eagle. Those are the only guns. There was nothing else either. You used the MP5 maybe like on the second round anti-eco, and then if the gun round would come along, you'd throw it away. You'd just be using it for the anti-eco, and you wouldn't even use it for a gun round.
Maybe it wasn't even 1.6, it was like 1.0 or something, when like it was like way further back. But I'm just saying, like, nostalgically.
Oh no, for sure. I'm with you.
People wanted the MP5, but then I don't even use it either.
I've got it equipped, but I never buy it. But no MP5s this round. It's AKs and death on the menu as bLitz will be going down early. 5-on-4, opening advantage here for NaVi. This is a very important round. They'll be in touching distance of picking up this best-of-1 victory if they can convert this man advantage. 1 minute 20 on the clock. bLitz fumbles the boost somewhat. They take a bit of a sound cue, that's fine. They can just dismount. 910's got the AWP. Oh, boys, what is going on there?
Wanted the boost, but instead they just boosted right into the flames.
What the hell?
All right,
I mean, it's fine, like, you only lose 40 HP or something, I suppose, whatever. mzinho, what have you got for me, kid? Couple of kills, of course. Beautiful. Great awareness. Wonderful and bit. Didn't see that coming whatsoever.
Oh, and he might be faked out here. Yeah, Immer, he's hearing the footsteps. He thinks he's running away. Oh, knife, really? Holy. Stabs Immer in the back. That takes a little bit of guts. Nice grenade on the 910. They're going to try for the bomb plant. mzinho's showing up here. He wants more. He's going to get the spray on the first. Tries for the shot, but he failed a couple of bullets there. It's not going to make a difference. They'll still win the round. Huge. mzinho's back at it again.
What a round that was. That really had everything. mzinho, you always feel like, oh, he's not going to check that position. He's got to be aware of that, is he? He's in the matrix right now. He is one step ahead of his opposition. Every encounter, lovely double kill, snatches the man advantage back, and then a knife kill for good measure as well.
So sick. I mean, the youngest player at the major.
Look at him go. It wasn't him that got the knife, just to know, but his teammate just...
But he set it up.
Exactly.
By running away. Like, it was so... Immer must have thought this is so easy. Like, I'm hearing him. I know what he's doing.
Insult to injury. Techno to close things out. Huge round, like we said. The 5-on-4 in favor of NaVi, one they can't hold on to. No one's watching the window. They get caught with their pants down. Bomb planted though. Money's still pretty decent for NaVi. We go 9-6. This game is still on. We've got 2 players and the bomb in towards the B apartments here. Looks like a B split, Anders, to me.
Yeah, they're leaning that way. Jail on the A ramp just to keep an eye, make sure no CTs are pushing down, maybe make a little bit of noise, throw in a couple of flashes if you can. Ooh, they just barely dodge each other there. Alexi with 9-10 on the other side. Hoping that someone's back there, but waiting in vain for the moment. And actually, they brought the bomb back down the middle, so they might have changed their minds themselves here, NaVi. 9-10 spots a couple of people there, so he's going to know that someone is up. bLitz. Free kill if you go for it now, and he will. Takes down Alexi. Maybe a little bit sloppy for NaVi. Where are the window smokes?
That angle was looking very exposed to Alexi B in general. He finally gets punished for it, and the round is falling apart. Wonderful is the Walking Dead now. And we've got a 5 versus 1. Yeah, this wasn't the most compelling round for NaVi, I have to say. JL, can he at least make it a little bit expensive? Oh, that's not bad at all. Don't think he can do much else with 2 HP. 45 seconds remaining, and the bomb is down in a very precarious spot. But yeah, they just didn't seem to be cognizant of the fact that window could be swung upon at any moment there.
Yeah, normally at least you'd have someone dedicated to watch it, or preferably you would try and smoke it out. Don't know if they had the smokes for it, maybe that was the problem, but JL, he wasn't that far off. It's possible that if he would have walked that distance, he could have had the jump on one of them there. I think that was Techno hanging around the middle. Could have made it more expensive, but TheMongolz is doing really well at the start of this. I'm surprised. It looked to me like NaVi were going to run away with this game in the second half.
That's back-to-back rounds, though, where NaVi catch him knifing out, jumping around. So before is mzinho coming towards window, finds 2. Now, facing window once again, everyone's like jumping around, just trying to avoid the bullets. Like, it looks like they're just getting caught off guard, not looking comfortable on this T side so far. They've got a buffer of rounds, but for now, they are eco. This is Deagle, no Kevlar. We'll see if they can make a dent here. I doubt it. We've got 4 players in towards the apartments and the AWP of Sensu. Actually, he's going to be rocking the double orb setup with 9-10. You can see they're tucking in Techno into the old classic. get right spot. He'll take the initial aggro, jump down, they'll try and swarm him, so Techno can mow them down.
This shot, but you're right. It's a bit of a surprise factor there. You're not ready for it. bLitz gonna get one kill, trying to hunt down the AWP. USB comes out, almost good enough. JL gonna be found at the top of mid, so they're gonna lose a couple there. I don't know. There's a way that could have worked out better for NaVi. They could have maybe had the bomb plant, but oh, handshakes are coming out for the Mongols. They're changing the game.
Handshakes?
Yeah, like actual proper handshakes.
A little bit more sophisticated.
Well, let's see how this plays out. I was starting to sour on the idea that Mongols were going to be able to do this upset, but these last couple of rounds have made me think, all right, you know what? They're not completely done yet. Even if NaVi do look like, I still think like the better team. We'll see if they lose this next round.
Yeah, there's been a few hiccups from the NaVi side. Anyone's game. This one's wide open. That was the eco. Could have been a bit cleaner, I suppose, but it denied the plant. 9-10 rotated in. Bear in mind they had that double orb setup. Whether that still remains in hand is yet to be seen. There it is. So yeah, 9-10 and mzinho will have the double orb. As we get into round number 18, just one more to tie things up here. It's been a pretty long best of one. Normally, these opening games, pretty quick. You don't expect too much from them. But the window smoke lands, of course. You don't want to see many of those missing at this level. Not now in the best of one, please. As we get into another, what looks to be a B split. It's the same setup they had before where Alexi B was caught looking towards a connector with the smoke dissipated a window. This is the same initial stance.
I think especially at this point in the game, you miss that window smoke could cost you so much, right?
Yeah.
Right at the end of the game here. I like this forward position from mzinho, but let's see what Immer's got on the other side. Not quite the headshot that he maybe wanted. bit also unable to swing up on him just in time, so mzinho gets away with it. But they're going to know that he has that forward position. And I think NaVi's going to be feeling like we have to force him back, because if he keeps that forward position, then the rest of the Mongols can keep a really tight lockdown on A and mid. So at least we have to push him back so that they have to rotate over. Can't let him have that. And they've done it. They've pretty much Molotoved him all the way back. And you can see in the result right away. bLitz is now, or was rotating over to the B bomb side. He's actually going back now. Mongols trusting in their intuition here.
Same smokes they had down before. Connector and window. And they're going to go for potential A split this time. We've got two players in towards Palace with the bomb-anders. Yeah. So making their way towards Connector. 9-10 watching the ramp. Being surrounded here. mzinho has been found out. Immer, cracking shot. Shadow advantage for 9-10 yields him the equalizing frag. And bLitz go into town now as Mongols find kill after kill. Epic spray down with the M4A1S. They were surrounded, but they fight their way out of danger and tie up the scoreline 9-9.
We were very critical of the Mongols double AWP when we saw them play in the last stage, because it never really did anything whatsoever for them. But this one worked out really well. Obviously, that second AWP being at the ramp, they weren't expecting it. You could see peeking into it. And also, mzinho actually pushed back up again. Even when he got Molotoved out, he moved back into the B hallway. That's why they kept the setup over at A. They're really confident in what they're doing here, Mongols. That's really impressive.
Okay, we did say there's a world where Mongols can take down NaVi here. And this CT performance is starting to suggest it might happen. It's down to Tech9's, Desert Eagles. A small investment in Kevlar, no helmets, and that's only on 3 players as well. JL, Immer, and bLitz. 1-30, and mzinho this time set up with the turret. Similar setup we saw before. Tech9 tucked in towards the tight corner. 3 players, top and middle, 1 towards underpass. And they're going to hope they can find contact play here. A CT to be inquisitive, take him down, use the momentum to split in towards the B side. That's their cue to go. See if this works out for them.
It really could. One missed shot, and a kill from bit. Oh, it's falling apart! A huge double, and JL with the deagle takes down bLitz. The bomb site has been wrecked, and the Mongols have no idea what just hit them.
Oh, that's the kind of round you need to convert, Anders. You're up against the Tech9, the Deagles has your chance to take the lead. You don't find a single kill. bit absolutely ravishes them from the B apartments here. 9-10 trying to stay alive. Gets his wings clipped down to 27 HP. mzinho will be holding T-spawn as well, but the round is confirmed. NaVi will be finding double digits first.
You could see that disaster unfolding before it happened.
Just, yeah, as soon as they like realize, oh, they're coming up short and we've got this weird setup, firing off the orb shot, and you've already presented that particular stance as well. You've shown that you're going to do that. They're going to check that tight corner. bLitz ready for it, gets the double kill. If you miss one orb shot, it's round over, and that's exactly what happened.
That's really thrown a spanner in the works here for the Mongols. They had such a chance. They could have taken a one-round lead here. Obviously, unbelievable work coming out from bLitz. The Tech-9, still a lethal weapon. Could it be NaVi taking the lead instead? Now, they had a lot of money, and they still have a little bit of money even after this buy. Reinvesting into the double orb.
So Alexi B, though, bringing out a set piece in round number 20. Looking for that knockout punch. This will send them packing financially if they can take all 5 players down. It's more of a contact play as well. No execution under this. Getting straight in here. First kill will be traded out. JL brings it back to a 4-on-4. Utility will be delivered momentarily. Smoke down towards Connector, and bit seems to be very aware of bLitz's position. Takes him down, and that should be the round locked in, I would say. You can see both CT players here towards the Connector. They'll pop the smoke open. Very well done, but an even better shot from bit. What the hell is that? 90-degree flick. Yields the kill and the round.
Yeah, he's on one. He's still kind of looking for it. Just dodges the scope there. Even the first kill, he was very flashed. He had to sort of rely on his quick memory of what was outlined before the flash actually hit him. Yeah, it's going to be around 11-9. bit doing so much work in that round. Once again, hit the double with the Tech-9 the previous one. Now into a double here. 17 kills overall, just one behind GL, who's at 18. They're going to be able to save the AWP, that's about the best that we could say. But again, these are... It's a back-to-back double orb investments. They get to save one of them here, but still, that is a lot of money that's wiped out in 2 rounds.
Yeah, the loss bonus won't be established either. So they're going to be in a lot of trouble now. Might be tactical timeout territory. Wonderful from the Palace. That one of those AWPs. But as bit, that was the shot from hell that saves the day. They were going for that retake, and yeah, tactical timeout required. It's their 3rd used here. We'll see what the energy is like in Camp Mongols.
All right, Blade in the timeout, setting up his team. I think Blade has to be one of the best minds for Counter-Strike that, you know, that we still have around. Fusing him with Alexi, like, imagine the outcome of that over a long enough time scale. Like, they can work, they have different theories about the game, like wildly different theories. That's so interesting to think about what happens if they can really make it work.
So we've got a full investment here, of course. Mongols trying to deny map and indeed series point. And P9 from mzinho, the star player, spotted, scrambling, and converted by Senzu. It was all a bait, it was all a ruse. And it's worked out very nicely indeed.
What a little trick. They did it earlier in the murder hole, sneaking through and getting knifed in the back. So yeah, sometimes you can use a little bit of audio like that. bLitz walking up, and this could be a free kill. Alexi goes straight down, and Immer's next in line. bLitz, I don't know how he knew, but he saw the opening there. 5 versus 2. The Mongols holding on to dear life here.
Well, they've done a very good job. All 5 players alive and well.
Yeah, but if they lost this round, they would have had no money really to play around with. They would have probably lost the game.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is the round they needed to win. Otherwise, it's probably a 13-9 victory for NaVi in the best of 1. But now, it's right back open again.
Well, they're still going to go for this one, NaVi.
With the cash on Wonderful and bit. So much money to work with here. There's a leg showing. And a kill for JL. It's the first domino falling at the A-bomb site. See if there's more to come. 30 seconds, flash around the corner, and possible that JL could have swung that one. He's going to use a Molotov instead. Try and see if they get the bomb planted. Smoke on top in the middle, but he can't quite see it. It's 9-10 instead. Able to pick him up, and I think their chances to win the round is pretty much wiped out with that one. 1 versus 4 instead, and he's going to go for the bomb plant, but bLitz is there walking in. Will deny the plant as well.
Yeah, not much more he could do, but what a beautiful round from the Mongols. A bait-and switch kicked things off, suggesting it was just a lonely little MP9 at the A ramp. He had a free kill there, boys, but no, mzinho was waiting with the M4. And then this beautiful play from bLitz as well, that great positioning. Just absolutely dominates him towards the top and middle. Nice shot from 9-10 as well. As you mentioned, this was a must-win round. They deny the plant, and we go to a one-round game. Double digits for Mongols, 11-10 overall, ladies and gents.
bLitz is having one of these games again.
Yeah, it's true. Happened
in the last stage. It wasn't every game, but 17 kills. Keep that energy all the way to the end, and the victory is definitely possible. It could be done. NaVi, what have they got? They didn't get the bomb plant. They had a lot of bank on 2 players, but even they are starting to run out of funds here. Pressuring mzinho in that corner. He's not able to find the shots, and he will eventually escape, but he hasn't had the most luck on that side, shutting down some of these early NaVi plays.
Okay, NaVi have attempted this a few times, but barely got short control. Finally, they've got some position towards short, and 9-10 couldn't be in a worse spot. Not the double no-scope, he can't quite connect. Wonderful pull one back, but at what cost? He's down to 14 points of health here. Surely is traded out, but he hits another headshot here. Imma tucks away in towards a connector. This is absolute pandemonium, Anders. 50 seconds remaining. The bomb's in towards our ladder room, trying to throw it out, and they have successfully, to be fair. Nice work from Wonderful. He's at 1 HP. Gives the bomb over and actually retreats himself. It's going to be a B plant, 3-on-2, man advantage for NaVi, looking for map points. Oh my god, what's going on, JL?
Look at the back, JL, you're exposed!
Oh!
What? He landed that kill,
he
a
winked to the camera
laser!
after!
He's still trying for it. That is a filthy shot from JL. He should never have hit that. A statement. Sit down. And Wonderful will get the last kill. Triple on him. I don't know how Wonderful got his kill when he was low on health. If they'd thrown the grenade from connector towards the room instead, towards the other room, then the bomb would have been stopped there. This is an absolutely nuts round.
This started off with a no-scope here. Wonderful gets tagged down to 14 points of health. And then absolute chaos ensues. That's the shot that saves the round from JL. Get out of here! Yep. That was what the round was like. He did. Ridiculous. Map point found. NaVi 1 away from closing out Mirage in this best of 1. M4s, the mass, headshots, and Wonderful chiming in for the second. bLitz will pull one back here. Towards connector is 1. That's Alexi B. You can hear the presence of Short. Desert Eagle and CT Spawn to try and defend. Great position to close this game out now. Bit will come out of the palace, swinging up against that Desert Eagle. Chomping at the bit to find that final kill of the A bomb side, but they've eliminated the threat. Bombs planted here. That should be GG, Anders.
It should be. NaVi, they can sense the weakness. They know now is the time to strike, and they will. bLitz goes down last, and it's NaVi to take the victory on Mirage. Really well played, you've got to say, for both teams.
What a great way to kick off the elimination stage here on the B stream, ladies and gents. Mongols, sure, they weren't the favorites going into this one, but they definitely put on a bit of a show. I feel like there were moments, though, that they probably could have won the game itself, most notably that eco.